have been weathered by time. How are we all? What's up, Dave? How's it going? I really do like how they use the base Final Fantasy theme in 14. Man, 4 is such a good game. Like, 5 is really funny. It's got all the comedy. It's got all the bits. It's got a great story. It's got the 3 worlds. It's got Gilgamesh and all that stuff. But like 3 was like 4 onion kids traveling around the world. They get an airship. The airship blows up. They go mini into a little town and it's great. And we get a canoe and we get a boat and we go from an island and we go to an island and then we go to an island and then we fight some stuff. And then you find out there's some weird stuff with the whole Dorga and Une. But like FF4 was like, oh, sorry, you want Imperial warfare? We got you. You want real conflict? What? You mean the first thing is I get fired from the army? What? A very literal redemption arc for Cecil. I don't know if it was too literal. Did I say weird door stuff? I don't remember saying weird door stuff. Might have done though. I don't remember. Anyway, I'm doing well. Tired. Bit sluggish, but we'll be grand. Ugh. And then, of course, space. In space. So good. All right, here we go. So I think there is a fine reason to go from the top. Like, I have my absolutely busted level 68 edge. I don't think we need to play with that stuff. I think we should just do the game. Because the last one we kind of were just all testing. So yeah, I think the time for testing is over. The time for winning is now. I also want to check the dupes and stuff like that to make sure I get all that sorted. And then the last thing will be the dungeons more than anything else. That's the toughie. So we have to navigate the lunar subterranean, but we also have to navigate Cave of the Monsters and all that carry on as well. So quite a lot to get through. I also don't know if I've got any clue how to navigate them myself, so I might actually want to get some maps to help me. We shall see. But yeah, really, really pleased that 4 was super straightforward. Yeah, it's just the fact that you don't do the dungeons in any percent. Like, Cave of Monsters, you don't go into. But we do Cave of Monsters here to get the Rat's Tail so we can get Excalibur. Really nice. So that actually does make that much easier, that particular bit. But we don't do Bahamut's Cave or any of those things. And then the Lunar Subterranean, what a garbage dungeon. It's actually a really good dungeon and I like it a lot, but it's a lot of back and forth to get the bosses, which obviously is like a little frustrating, but no, it's actually a great dungeon. I think it's awesome and I love the music and I love the aesthetic. I think it's super cool. I really, really rate it, but Subharmonics are not easy to control, but I'm getting so much better at them. Anyway. Ooh, nice crit. Love it. Love it. Fight, 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 jump. Hurry. Hurry. Oh, wow. Okay, that was bad. Whatever. So, shield slop. I want to try this and see if it works. I'm literally just going to do that and see if that actually does the dupe for me. Because I want to be able to do the dupe consistently and not be like wondering about it. Okay, misclip. Do it. Tent. Oh, yeah. And gauntlet. Shadow shield. Good. So the slot is definitely duped. Beautiful. Yeah, okay, I think I did it correctly. Alright, so let's sell. Good. Can I sell more of them? Oh no, okay, just get the one, no problem. Alright, 10 dancing daggers. I have all money. Oops. Alright, tiara. I always get it wrong, man. The first one's the tiara. Why? I always think it's the last one. Change rod. Battle girl. Oh, pardon me, indeed. Yeah, I need to control that now. Zero to 1. 5. Change rod to 6. Change. Fist pump. So you can play PSP without its battery by having a power source to PSP at all times. Power goes out, you lose your let's see good. Oh wow. Yeah, I mean, like, that's the way, you know, when things are saved. It's the same as, like, if you go and you play a really old Pokemon game, like, from the classic. Your save file probably will be gone because, like, the I don't know if it's a battery or whatever the thing is in the cartridge that wrecks you or whatever it is. Same with like, I think Nintendo and Super Nintendo. I also had a horrible thing. This happened to me at an event once. It's quite funny, but also tragic. Where I was running something on the Super Nintendo and the computer monitor was a bit iffy. So I had to like jostle it to move the height of it. And it bumped on the table. And then the Super Nintendo that I was playing on, I lost all my saves, just got deleted immediately. And I was like, oh, this is a problem. No, I didn't need the save, but the reason to have the save was to manipulate no encounters in the first dungeon. And I was like, well, I could just lose. Oh, no. It was FF6. It would manipulate all the encounters up until like so whatever. Like I would have been on the wrong seat. It would have cost me a long time. Lots of time indeed. So yeah, that was miserable. So I ended up doing that run on emulator. Fortunately, I had everything to hand quick enough to set it up, but that was a toughie. Because I was just like, oh gosh, what do I do? Like I was like, I'm in real trouble. That's me. That's exactly it. It is nothing but sad. And now they tell me that, I say they, you've told me that Super Nintendos are acting very suspiciously with their loading time. So funny. So Darkness Sword, we're good. Darkness Sword, Octoman. Octoman. Oh, sure. And I mean, the thing as well is, I don't know if people remember, but I'm pretty certain it's the Super Nintendo is the console that there was some run where people were literally heating up the console to make a glitch happen or something. I can't remember what it was, but there's some run where you would like heat up the system to be able to do something. And I was like, what a legendary console. I mean, like, the gift that keeps on giving. Okay. Do we need to do anything for Octomon? What do we think we need to do? The darkness. 2. Love it when my turn already gets out of sync. Hey, Link, how's it going? Oops. Well, thank you. So you've been exploring culinary delights? I'll post a photo of my dinner once, but it'll be incredibly uninteresting. Because it's just meat and eggs. But yummy. They seem pretty fancy, man. Right, eggs enter Damsian. Head to the top of the castle, watch the scene. Take the hovercraft outline cube. I mean, they all look amazing. For serious. Duck breast nudes and a veg packet. Well, the thing is, obviously, it's easy to make that seem uninteresting, but it's like, that's really good. Duck breast, delicious. You know, it doesn't have to be extravagant to be delicious and wonderful. Life, and then carry on. You know, simple, good, old-fashioned ingredients. That's what it's about. We're doing research on elderly streamers. If you're over 23, please reply. Ugh. That's not very gently put. Well, quite right. Fatty meats are delicious, as they should be. It's like we see the things and it's like, how do restaurants make food so yummy? And it's like, well, it's drowned in olive oil and butter. That might have a small part of it. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, so I've been on a journey of meat, eggs, and then fruits and vegetables. And it's been good, but I know I should be or I know I could with good reason expand on the meat selection. Okay. But like sausage and egg and bacon's in it. Bacon and egg, they're like matches made in heaven. You know, they just are. Wait. La da 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 dee. Rabbit, whatever pet you want next to that. I love it. I think so. I have had rabbit before, but I don't recall it because I was very young. So my grandfather on my mother's side hunted animals. And my dad has told me that I had rabbit, but I have no recollection of it. And he said I loved it. So, but obviously, you know, he'll be incentivized to say that I loved it. Hobbs and then. But I don't think I've had it since, and I certainly don't recall having had it. I don't think I've had venison. Oh, I did have something. What's the young duck thing? I have a feeling when I went to France, when I had what do you call that thing? It's like undercooked rice and a saucy thing. It's I can't remember what it's called. I can't remember what you call it at all. What is that? What is that thing? It's always on Hell's Kitchen. It's always there. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. I've definitely had Belfast Market. I've had Kangaroo Burger, I think, and Alligator as well. Or, I don't know. It might have been Crocodile. I don't remember, but like one of those two. It's, I can't remember what you call it. But either way, the point is, whatever meat that I had with it, it was like, it was literally the melt in your mouth. It just dissolved in my mouth, and it was very fatty, and I can't remember what it was, but I think it was like, it was a young animal of some sort. Yeah, I can't remember what it's called. Risotto. I had a risotto. But yeah, I don't remember what the meat was, but like it was crazy. It was like 2 whatever it was. You know, in a way I was kind of like, ooh. It was, yeah, that was rich. But then we also had some sort of cocktail that nearly killed me. Leo might be able to tell you what I had, as I don't know, and he chose the drink, and it was sensational. It was really, 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 really beautiful. But my goodness, like I was knocked for 6. I was fine, and I was like, this is great. Everything yum, everything delicious. I likey. And then like halfway into the meal, I was like, I don't think I can ever eat again. Like it was properly decadent. Fine. All right. Fabule. Fabule. Babadabadubuda. Agobagabigaba. Gudakada. Flugigigagam. Ribidibidibidam. Yeah, here we go. Dancing Dagger. No, not Dancing Dagger. Dreamer at the bottom. I'm just a dreamer and a homecoming queen. Cheer up. What is it? Sleep, weepy Jean. Oh, what can it mean to a daydream believer and a homecoming queen? I didn't want to get hit like that. That's a song. Oh yeah, I love mushrooms. Mushrooms are great. A James Martin restaurant. These things happen. They sure do. It's wild. Wild thing. Wow, 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 wow. You make my heart sing. Water hag. You make everything. All right, so we're doing the Jupaloop. Maybe we're not. Inventory management? Okay. Ooh. All right, I'm gonna start making notes about what of the soundtrack is miserable and what's not. Just not have them anymore in the playlist. What I should actually do is just remove them from the playlist rather than skipping. Hoo-yah. Okay. Gazpacho soup. Black sword. Head down the stairs. Digga 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 dum. Digga 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 dum. Digga 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 dum. I did, and I got copyright struck 1 billion times. Because the problem I had is that there have been a few more pieces of music that have been released under the umbrella of League of Legends music. Well, that was so the problem is that if I just used the official music, it would have been fine. But I noticed that Heavy as the Crown snuck in. And I think I'm trying to remember. But there were a couple of other ones, and I think there was like a remix of some of the official music. So yeah, I got like 5 strikes on that. But it's fine. It was new. I should have just either gone on the official playlist on Spotify or something like that. Oh, we've gone too far? That's okay. Dissidia. Shop. Yeah, but like I said, it was my fault. I did goof it by not checking the playlist before, and I was just like, yep, that'll do. But it's fine. Cool. The House of Wishes. Yeah, well, of course. Legends never die. It's funny. Is that the one that was it like Worlds 2017 or something? Like done live? Because I remember like after that there were a number of things that got recommended for me. I have to show this because I think it's hilarious. Paladin Shield, Paladin Gauntlet. I think it's time to hit the Mount Ordeals. The thumbnail for that video. Let me just pull it up. Hang on. I think it's Legends Never Die. It's definitely something that was all right, it's not. Okay, here we go. Okay. So it's not Legends Never Die. It's this is the video here. So So this one. And it's just like, could you look more fed? Oh, hello. Well, I guess we'll never find that again. Okay, well, whatever. There we go. But yeah. But like, if you like, it's like, oh. The face is very. Now, obviously, that's what happens when you take a still of someone in motion, because like it's always going to be, you freeze a film, someone will have a ridiculous face, it will look awful, whatever. Like, it's not fair. But like, that's the thumbnail, and they're like, yeah. Oh, I have no doubt, and I don't want to suggest anything of that nature, but it's just funny. It's like, that's your world video. Anyway. All right, here we go. Mount ordeals. Climb the mountain, the summit, blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, at the Justice Code. Crazy to me that like going through the notes for this, like this is quite far in. Like this doesn't feel like it's far into the run, but well, I guess it's a little far in. Oh, I need to thumb. Why is Castle not going first? Do we get like the back time? Alright, we'll just follow up. Wreck shop. Oh, wait. Battle speed. I don't know if I'll be able to do the fight using... this, but we'll see. Non-buffer twin. Fine. Tier 2 gas. Thank you very much indeed, and you? Where was the biggest audience? Super nervous by messing up. Oh, wow, okay, cool. I guess, yeah, I mean, that's easy to forget or not think about because of, you know, a concert's a concert, a show's a show. It missed. It missed. How do I make it not miss? What changes RNG in this game? Okay. That's the worst thing in the world, where you like execute everything correctly and then that, and there's no way I'm learning the backup to that fight. It's time to mile on Z. Everything's wrong. Okay. Go out of this. Wait, what? Why is my turn order? Is my turn order wrong? Or is my turn order right? Maybe I just can't read. Likely. Yeah, I think it was my eyes just don't work very well. Hmm? Interesting. Here's what in the menu, actually. I think there's something I've missed out on. Or as far as like my understanding goes. No, it does say to put the change rod on, but then we need to get the change rod onto Tella. That's really weird. I'll have to see about that. It should be very easy to do. Hey, Draw, thank you very much indeed, but I just need to think about it. Yeah, that menu is going to be odd. I'm definitely doing carrot trash can. So getting the change rod off Palom and onto thingy is fine. That's what it will have to be for that to make sense. Alright, cool. All good. Sugar Forest, Yellow, Massidia, Elder. Okay. How are we? Elder, Serpent Road. Okay, to the inn. Oh, dude, please. Please. Thank you. Okay. Mm-hmm. Karate. Achoo. Baron Weapon and Armoire Shop. Right. 10 headband, 10 karate. Thunder Rod. Ice Claw. Thunder Claw. Enter the old waterway. Continue to Beigen. Let Beigen be Beigen. Castle Baronia. I don't remember where to go. This seems right though. MP underflow glitch. Dudum, 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 dudum. Tun der Eis. Headband. Silver. Geheim. Forum. Geheim. Bacon. Why'd you put the kids up on the table? The meteor. Good. Fly to Torora. To Bulabula. Okay. Here we go. Nice. Visit Edward on the left side using Ether 1, cast exit. Not Chocobo, Magnet. Cave Magnus. Oh wow, okay. It baited pretty bad there. Wom, 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 wom. Okay, Crystal Room. Okay, equip Sid, headband, iron arm. Okay. Oh. Fuck. This fight's dumb. Let me just do it right. Okay. When do we finish the duplication from Yang? I wonder. Oops. I'm gonna do another juke. See if this works. Scared to move the weapon. I'm not. So he does have that. Which we have this. Okay. Okay, so we've got a bunch of fires now. And then we want to put dancing down here. Dum, 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 dum. Roll Sid. Don't know him. Oh, dearie me. Can't eat that again. My stomach's all over the shop. Alright, here we go. Magus. Muggy. Dum bum 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 me too. Oh. All right. Cocaine. Let's pull up our maps. We need them. Fine. Get out of here. Underworld. Fine. Go up. Do the thing. Castillo del Dwarfino. Here. The maps. Oops. Save game. Yeah. Boom. Headband. Kurata. Rosa. Gaia. Karate. Silver. Dooby-dooby-dooby-dooby-dooby-dooby-doom. Valvalis. Really, really good, actually. So, I've actually got it figured out, I think. So, the way I'm playing it, there are a couple of different routes. There's the Rosa route, where she gets all the levels at the end and uses white to kill all the enemies, is like the most either popular or fastest any percent route for no 64. Then there's also Draenlance, and there's also Edge with Excalibur. So I opted to do Edge Excalibur just out of interest, because I did the Rosa last time, and although it was awesome for fights and she did a ton of damage, I feel like she got bodied really easily. So I ran through it. You can do the Dark Crystal glitch, like the Sealed Cave skip, and then go back to Sealed Cave later. So how I'm doing it is it's literally normal any percent. Then instead of going to Sealed Cave, do the Sealed Cave skip where you collect the crystal and the game thinks you've got it, and then you get Edge just by going into the first room because it thinks you've left. And then continue on. And then after CPU, and before going to basically Zeromus, you go back underground, Cave of Eidolons, or Monster Land, or whatever you want to call it, Ashura Leviathan, Sealed Cave Evil Wall, Baron Castle Odin, Cave of Bahamut, because they only open after you've done monster stuff. Then Final Dungeon, Peel Dim, Wyvern Plague, D Lunar, Ogopogo, and then Zema Zeromus. Super straightforward. Really doable with this route. So on the before CPU on the ship, you can do a grind fight. So there's it's like Beamer and some other Searcher and Beamers, and the Searcher will summon a dragon. Can't remember what dragon it is. But yeah, you can kill the dragon, and then you can cast the life on it. Or I say cast, you can use the life potion on it, and you can do it 2 times in its death animation, and both of those count as kills. So and then another one will get summoned when you attack the Searcher. So you do that, and you can do like 20 in a row before the Searcher will die. And then you just get a bunch of levels. So you either use Rosa and put on Rosa, or Edge and put it on Edge, and then whenever Kain comes back afterwards, he's at that higher level. So you'll have 2 people with super high levels, and you can actually just steamroll the rest of it with just those 2. Because you get summons, it is worth using Bahamut in fights because it does quite a bit of damage. You can also use like Ashura for heals and stuff. So there are options. And then the other thing that's really cool is you can actually out DPS Bahamut. So yes, you can do the jump timing to make sure you don't die to it, and it's probably worth having that ready to go in case. And then the only other tricky one is the plague fight, because I think that's the one that puts the death timer on you. But again, you can out DPS it. It's close, but if you run buffer everything, I'm pretty sure you always win. So yeah, really good. I'm pretty much, after I do this go through, just making sure everything works as I think it does, then I'll be ready to go on to 5. Then there's the real question of, because I can either do 5 where I suspect all the extra bosses will be just dragon power, and you'll just need to get more money, which is fine. Or if we're going to do 4-job Fiesta, I can skip routing all bosses for now because we're already near the end of March. And I don't have all bosses for 6 yet. So I'd like to do that, especially because you can't do Sketch Glitch and skip the World of Ruin because the towns think they're in the first world. But the world map thinks it's in World of Ruin. So, yeah, it just doesn't work. You can't go to some areas. So I am going to have to learn 6 glitchless, I think. Not 100% on that, but I think I will. And then figure out the boss fights because I feel like that's not going to be easy. I do know, like, I've seen, like, glitchless runs before, and it looks like the characters look pretty busted by the end of it. They're doing thousands of damage just with normal abilities and spells and stuff. But that's one that I'm super unsure about. I just don't know where that will fall right now. And then 7 all bosses is fine, 8 all bosses fine, 9 all bosses fine, 10 nemesis. I'm going to update that because my stuff's so out of date. So I just need to update my nemesis stuff. And finally get that sorted. 12 OA is what it is. I mean, it's well established, so like the things are there for it. 13 plat, just need to get more up-to-date notes, really. And then 15 all hunts. I've found like a VOD for it, but like it is just ring spam, which is fine. And then 16 all hunts, maybe just for fun and not actually have that rooted. That sounds like a plan to me. Because it means all I have to do is root 6 all bosses and then work out like 15 all hunts and see what that's about. But yeah. So yeah. Of all the things, 2 was the most painful. 1 was really easy. 3 was really fun. But can be met. Yeah, if you're gonna beat Bahamut 1, you know the event's gonna be. We guesstimate somewhere between 500. Or is it? Oh no, what do we think? 400 to 500 hours for that run. If you're going to beat Bahamut 1 on the Nintendo version, which is super doable. Yeah. So outside of that, 3 was actually so it worked so well, incredibly. And 4 has been really nice as well. So I'm really chuffed that so much of the any percent strats are working. 2 is the worst by far because there's getting all the information and getting it all to work and figuring out what the best plan is. Yeah, that's the thing. The thing about it is that technically speaking, that run isn't that demanding. Now you do have to do somewhere in the region of 20 plus. Inventory glitches, which is a bit difficult. That's not so, but you know, that really just takes time. The rest of it's. So there is I might, just for the fun of it, like someday do an RTA 3 all bosses with killing Bahamut 1. Maybe. But just for fun. I don't even know like what it like 120 hours is 5 days, right? 24, 48, 72, 96, 120. Yeah, 5 days. So it would be, oh gosh, how many weeks would it be? So 5, 10, 15, 20. 20 days, roughly. 3 weeks, maybe. And that's 3 weeks straight with no breaks and all that stuff, which isn't happening. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's also there's the question here. A ruling will need to be made on this. The Calbrana fight, you can beat Calbrana by defeating a Calambrana on the same turn at the end without it turning into Calbrana. There is an argument that that is the fight, and there's an argument that it needs to turn into Calbrana. I don't honestly know, because it's not a... It's like a different phase of the fight. So it would be like doing Fireman and then insisting that you would have to go through all the phases, you know? I think it's kind of like that. So like in FF5, when you fight... I forgot what they actually... It's not... I don't think it's called Fireman, but like the lava thing, where it's got the whirlwind form and the fire form. And like in FF16, like Fireman's got like 20 different phase things. They're not phases in 16, but like forms. I think that's how you would treat it. It's just a different form. Liquid Flame, that's the one. So yeah, like I think it would be really weird for 5 to be like, oh, you need to have Liquid Flame go through all the phases. I mean, but yeah, it's a tricky one as well. Because like in FF6, you can door timer. It is indeed Peek Out. Hello, how are you? But you can door timer Kafka, where you go into the Kafka fight and it ends. You don't go through the different tiers of Kafka. Like, does that count? So some of them are messy. I think for fights that have forms, I don't think I would worry about it. For fights that have phases, I do think there is a reason to go through the phases. So for example, there's a super weird one. In FF3, the first time you fight Cloud of Darkness, it's got 2 forms. It's got part 1 and part 2. Now, they are actually labeled numerically, so it's not like yellow form, green form. It is labeled 1 and 2. One's yellow and one's green, and you trigger the green one like just by getting to the second turn of the fight. So in that fight, I have actually intentionally, I do fight the first one to turn it into the other form, but I don't know. Yeah, it's a tricky one. Well, I mean, the thing is as well, is that most of these categories don't exist. So, like, some of these I'm just making rulings on based on how I like. like how I like the rulings. Uh-oh, I think I might have been too slow. We're fine. Nope. Yeah, I mean, you've got the other one is the fish in FF6 and Lancet Falls or whatever you call it, where Rizapass. There's Rizapass skip. So for Rizapass, if you're in the fight, but you don't actually activate Rizapass, and you don't actually beat Rizapass, does it count? Tricky. Yeah, like, so I think, I mean, the good thing about oh yeah, the good thing about the Calbrena situation is, like, Calbrena is actually super beatable. So like I'll even show just for fun, I'll show Calbrena. Yeah, exactly. And because like 9 was the first all bosses thing that I was big time heavily involved in, I guess I'm taking a fair amount of idea from that. Here. So this is how you do Calbrena. Just checking something. Okay. It can absolutely convert back into Cals and Brennas. There you go. So it's not that bad. So yeah, Calbren is super doable, this is good. Like, if it was a problem fight, oh, I need to focus on things here because I'm goofing. Fire Soul. Right, so we want the Legend Sword to 1. We want this slot empty. There we go, all good. Blah, blah, blah. And we just wait for Unuse Sid and we win. Free fight. Yeah. And the other thing as well is, like, a thing that I like to default to is if there's a way a boss can be considered to be fought and beaten, I think that's a preferable stance to take rather than like mincing around things. Because like the idea, you know, obviously you want to go as fast as possible and you want to be clean and technical and all those things, which are great. But you do want to beat all the bosses. So I think it's more in keeping with the category to fight the bosses in as best a way as you can manage. Right, open the menu. Crystal. So this allows us to skip the seal cave. Go away. This is all stuff that I'm not used to. Get the dwarf axe. I'm gonna get the strength ring. We're gonna go to the shopping district. And rune rings. Sassel, dwarf. Keen, strength. Rydia, change rod. Tiara. Prisoner. Brood. Rosa, Rune. Sassel and Rosa. That's a good question. I don't really know about Barnabas Z. I mean, yeah, I just don't know. Travel the passage under the dwarf base. Make your way to Tower of Babel. Make your way to the cat claw on 3rd floor. Collect the chest and continue. Menu before Lugai. Unique Bastille entries is a good shout. Yeah, there are some that are really messy though. But yeah, it's really tricky. Like at the end of the day, you have to make calls, and as long as there's a reason for it, that's all it has to be. So like I could send a message around every active FF4 runner and be like, hey, I'm working on FF4 all bosses. Can you vote on like all the fights and how you would want them to be approached? But again, the thing is, like that might be slightly tricky. Is like at this point, I'm not that fussy. Like, I'm not competing for records. I'm not trying to get you know, whatever recognition or cloud or edge or whatever, you know. I'm not trying to set a trend. I'm just trying to do a thing. Although there's a really fun thing. We talked about this for FF9. FF9 is just the worst for boss things. So one of the possibilities we discussed for FF9 was the logic behind all bosses is not just to encounter the bosses, it's to beat the bosses. So when you fight Prison Cage 1, the fight is against Prison Cage 1 and Garnet. If you kill Garnet, you game over. So at one point, there was a sincere discussion of, do you save before Prison Cage 1, fight it once and kill Garnet, game over, fight it a second time, beat it, then for Prison Cage 2, another one of the targetable enemies is Vivi. Kill Vivi, go back, redo Prison Cage 1, do Prison Cage 2, continue with the run. Now that might seem ridiculous, but the other thing about it that's really important, in my opinion, is if you're going to do it, you do it the best and most sensible and serious way you can. And to just dismiss that without thinking about it, for me, is poor effort. And you know, a little ignorant of the cause, maybe, or the intention. It would be exactly the same for Renoa and Adele. It would be exactly the same. Any fight where there's a party member who's in the fight and targetable, as an enemy, not a, you know, obviously not a party member that's targetable as a party member, you know, but that should be a given. But just for clarification's sake, yep. Anytime that ever came up, you would have to kill that party member, and if it caused the game over, you would have to do the fight as many times as it takes you to beat all the bosses in that fight. Yeah. Like, even so, for example, like FF13 plat percent goes into New Game Plus, which is wild, and you're like, what? But like, it works. Now, obviously, it also has a New Game Plus. You know, there's it's yeah, getting into the idea of having split save files. So you start the same game from New Game, and then in order to be able to achieve things, you have to load different saves, or you have to do a thing and then reload to do another thing. I don't know. But that's not unreasonable. Right, Yang. It's Cat's Claw time. Boop, 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 boop. Yay, cat claws. That is true. It isn't really New Game Plus. But I think the concept is around a New Game Plus. I don't actually know what it's called. Like, what? Like, because you save after you beat the game, and then you kind of just go back into the game. Yeah, it's tricky. Okay, New Game Plus is not an accurate description of it. But it sure is something. Yep, that's a great shout. I like that. So what would this fight be? Or like what would the thought process behind this fight be? This music reminds me so much of FF14 or FF11. Goose I am. I guess the Dark Crystal doesn't need to be up here. Right. Because I think the way we do it is we... Actually, I don't remember. We'll see, because I'm about to do the fight the 80% way. Oh, the idea behind this. So is the strat here to beat Dr. Luge before Balnab Z gets summoned? Am I going to be playing Expedition 33? What a fine question. I have a lot of things in the pipeline. Although new games is something that I am classically terrible at keeping up with. I also don't know Sandfall, the company who's developing it. Maybe at Easter. Maybe. Yeah, the fight does end. Oh, okay, fair dues. I will keep an eye out. So I shall. But yeah, right, let's play this fight out. See if we can. So if we don't fight. Yeah. Yeah, it's super weird, isn't it? I mean, also, there's the argument of, do we win this fight? That's... It's different phases, but they're all literally tied together, and you don't go out of the battle to go into a different phase. You know? It's it is. It's just one of those ones that, you know, there's reason for one or the other, but yeah. Because I think you could Baba Breath. Like, you could do the old sketch glitch, which seemed, I think that'll be so much fun, but I just don't even know how you would do it anymore. Like, I don't know who's got, someone will have the knowledge to get Baba Breath. But that's so outdated now for sketch. Oh. Thanks to Door Timer. So yeah. Really fun though. Like, I mean, like, what an absolute pleasure to be able to have something that you genuinely have to put thought into, and it's not just like, oh yeah, just do whatever, you know? I love that. To me, that is, at least, if nothing else, interesting. Heal. Rosa and Sassel. And fight the imps. Ooh. Don't know about... Don't remember, honestly. Use the darkness crystal. Okay. Fly to Baron, land next to the castle, with a fraction into the castle. Head to the right side of the castle, install the hook in the airship, fly to Hobbs, pick up the hovercraft. Fly to Eblan, take the hovercraft west of the cave, make your way through the first room until you enter the town, enter the weapon shop. Alright. So yep, all fun and games to think about, but I'll make more decisions as and when I go. The most important thing right now is 100% regardless of what a final decision would end up being. I need routes to do any of them, so you know, I'll come up with some ideas, but also, like, if there are things where I need to do more, I also do want to have those prepped. So like in a world where Bahamut 1 and FF3 is a thing, I at least know how to do it, even if it's never going to happen. So that's good. I think that's genuinely useful to know. Hey, Rubicante is not too bad. Or at least it shouldn't be too bad if you're doing everything right. Like 4 is really pretty okay for fights. If something goes wrong, it can snowball pretty badly, but you shouldn't be in a position to let things get to that. The Rubicant. I mean, the other thing as well is that Rubicante is actually Rubicant in the Super Nintendo version. There's no E on the end of it. So that's fun. Oh, hey, what? Hang on. I know what I'm looking for, but my eyes aren't seeing it. Yeah, that's weird. Why are my eyes back? Why is the map different? Anyway, I guess that doesn't especially matter, but weird nonetheless. Oh, I thought. Oh, wow. That's ridiculous. This is. You should not be able to do this. I can't believe you can get onto the shoals from here. That's crazy, but it's awesome. That's so rad. I love that. I love everything about that. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Da 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 do 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 bum bum bum. Ice shield. Ice brand. Blizzard spear. Meet up with Edge. He's got the edge. Attache from behind it. Look. Okay. Like, less of the back attack scheme, maybe? Like, calm down. Hello there. That's true. Bless you. It's double cat claw, baby. Yeah. Cecile. Goosebrunned. Ice shield. Continue through the Babylon. Here's our hero for the run. Edge is a beast. The Ice Brand. New ice flavored sword. Yeah. Names of things are so fun. Does your steel get too hot? Ice Brand is here for you. Cooling down your encounter since 1942. Right, cat claws to the bottom. Short to the bottom. What's the short? Oh, short sword. Cool. Fire to the bottom. Oh, the bottom's getting pretty high up now. Paladin to the bottom. Dancing daggers. Okay. Equip the blizzard. Yep. That's it. So hype. Okay. Alright, Rubicante. Don't know if I get a full heal for this, so I am expecting to have to reset, but we'll see. Oh, never mind. Cast Flood. Run buffer jump. Run buffer fight. Cast Ice 2. Parry. Flood. Right, so there's the glare. Jump. Uh-oh. Wait. Oh, whatever. Yeah, my bad. My timing was off, but it's fine. Just have to make do. It's fine. You have to make do and things go wrong anyway, so we'll make do. Crystal room, proceed. Tower, fly the dwarf, land the castle, visit Sydney Infirmary, menu. A pitfall? What? Silly people. He's all better. Dwarf. Land of the monsters, cave, proceed to town, collect rat tail, exit, sealed cave, enter what's seen, fly back to the castle of the dwarfs, go to the throne room, exit to the overworld, switch airships, check out the hovercraft, fly to the grotto adamant next to Silvera, exchange the rat tail for adamant, fly to the city and directly left to the tower what's seen. Once you're born, cockle, get Excalibur, return to the surface, switch to the big wheel and fly to the moon. Alright. Also, don't know which one the... Oh, wait, we're gonna go... I assume we stop at the rat's tail, so I'll just keep following the thing. Oh. What? Oh! Oh! Okay. I see you. Pretty neat. Field cave skip. Ta-da! Oh. I 100% need to get the Luca key, and I think I forgot. I absolutely forgot to get the Luca key. That's a big mistake on my part. meant to get it. First time we go to Seal Cave. Not now. I mean, the king might still have it. It's possible. Yes! The run's not dead. I can still pick up the Luca key. Huge. Okay. Woof. I'm glad the game doesn't know where it is. Real. Hey, what? Oh. Hey, just ignore the tower battle. We'll do it. Lovely. Oh, you think that's wild? Wait till you see the next thing that happens. You think 2 airships is wild? Okay, nice. And you won't have to wait long to see either. So you saw my red airship with the drill bit, and then my brown airship and my buggy that goes over the shoals. Let me present to you a third airship. The Luna Woo! Which we're not actually going to go in just yet, because I need to make a small stopping point down at the bottom of the map. I have a date with a dwarf. Pretty cool, huh? Alright. So now I get best weapon in the game. Well, you get a weapon in the game. Like that. So now we've done that. We're pretty much done with this airship. Check out this bad boy. Oh, what's this? We can go to space and we can go to the moon. This is one of the reasons why FF4 is ridiculously cool. It is just rad. It just is. It's very nifty. Oh, I just realized that I've got 3 characters alive and they all have 1 hit point. That's not a lot of hit points. Oh, well. Oops. I'm sure it'll be fine. What could go wrong? I mean, we can't obviously just game over, but it's fine. Because we're about to get Fusoya! Area. Fusroda. And he'll have full health, so he'll be fine. And Fusuya is busted. Actually true, though. Fusuya is incredibly strong. Love the Lunarians. Now we need to get some elixirs. So yeah, just a little shopping, picking up a few things. This is the guy I want. Now, the notes do say to buy 50 elixirs. I can afford 50 elixirs? Okay, last run I could afford like 20. I don't know what I did with my money, but clearly I did something wrong. So that's insane. All right, so now I've got 50 elixirs to heal myself with. Okay, so that's us done with space for now. We're just going to do a little trip back to Earth and get bamboozled by the Tower of Babel. Well, Giant of Babel, I guess. Not Tower of Babel, Giant of Babel. Which means that we've got a grand total of 2 dungeons left. And then any percent ends. This is a very cool moment. Not gonna lie. Very cool. Right, afterwards, the cut to make with the gem until you reach the passage. You generally want to wait the menu for the grind fight. We're doing the grind fight now. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, yeah, we're just going to go to the grind fight. That's what we're going to do. We're not even going to think about steps and all that nonsense or whatever. We're just going to go to the grind fight. Or go to the save and then save and reset, and we'll do the grind fight. Although it is getting near the end of stream time. So maybe we'll do the grind fight and all the optional bosses at the weekend. That might be a better shout. I guess then also if there are things that are incorrect or whatever, I can address them. But so far, I mean, what am I supposed to say? Everything has literally been great. The only thing was a me error where I goofed on picking up the thing key. The Luca key, but didn't even matter because it was right there waiting for me. Alright, there we go. I've now got glitched MP. Use an elixir to restore Edge's MP. That's definitely a waste of an elixir. And I've got 69 ethers. Fully heal everyone. Check. Equip Fusuya. Change. Right, we don't have a change rod. That's fine. Whatever. Gaia. And Rune. Rosa. Lunar. Alright, I guess. I had the lunar staff last time, though. Why do I not have the lunar staff? Or the lunar whatever? Right, wizard. I don't have wizard robes either. No problem. Oh, it's because Fusuya's got the lunar staff, obviously. The wizard. Cool. Sassel. Dancing Dagger. Rydia. Dancing Dagger. Swap Sassel to Rosa. Rosa and Edge. Rydia and Rosa. Okay, here we go. So looking for a searcher and 2 beamers. So I think if I don't get it on one of the first 2, I'm supposed to go to the next room. Don't really. I haven't got the chart in front of me. Nope. Nope. Okay, maybe I should use the chart. There we go. This is the fight. Okay. Oh, I'm going to go backwards, not that way. Okay. So here we go. Alright, we are changing this up just for a little bit. No big deal. After pick. My turn order might be Jack. Okay, well, let's just see. Radio? Life? Okay, we're fine, I think. 2. So that's 2. And we're going for 20, I think, is what we said. Okay, yeah, we're all good. This is the fight. Don't crit, you dingus. Four. Oh, my turnover was bad there. Let me redo that. Six. Servers using France. Twitch and the webs keep timing out. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Don't know about that. That's right. There hasn't been really much or any from FF4 played tonight. It's a good question, James. I imagine the grind fight takes into account potential for that. 8. I don't honestly know. 10. I guess we'll find out if I kill the searcher early. 2 crits? Come on, man. $12. $14. Also, like, we're still quite low leveled here. Like, so even though if I did this fight again straight after with the levels we get, 16, you would definitely kill the searcher much faster. Oh, I'm an idiot. $18. Okay, well, there we go. So 18 might have been the max. So let's change it up. And we're going to heal. So 17. Nice heal. Nice heal. Okay, let's properly adjust this. So this will be 17. That's all you're healing for? He crits again. He crits again. Okay. Let's try this. So 18. I want to do 20, but I'm actually curious about doing more now because I've got 36 lives left. But 20 was kind of my, like, because 20 is around the place where you kill it. But unfortunately, due to the amount of crits I did, whatever, I could do as many as I want. So we're on 18 right now. But yeah, I can literally just go and, like, till the cows come home. And by the way, it's worth mentioning that you generally don't want to do that. Like, you're supposed to do 15 for the experience route. Wait, why did my turn order not work? Oh, sad. Okay, I guess we'll just work it out. The reason to do more is just to get more levels. And the only reason I'm doing more to get more levels is for safety. But literally no need to do it at all. So I think this is... I don't know what this is anymore. Is this 20 now? Yeah, I feel like going too far is detrimental and is not needed. So we should probably call it here. So what we're going to do now is kill everyone. Virus. Oops. All right, we also want to make sure that... Edge is at full health. Okay, and we win. And I get a ton of levels. So normally you get, I think, level like 55 or something like that. But I want like... Oh, yeah, you go. That's fine. 57's fine. It's just to survive more hits is all it would be. So I'm thinking maybe like level 60 or so, but that's fine. Okay, I need to duplicate Thingy's weapon slot. Because I haven't done that. Oops. So let's do that now. Then should be able to, and then Excalibur. There we go. I now have a ton of Excaliburs to throw. I want the elixirs at the top. There we go. That's that. That's basically, that's us now sorted for the game, really. And we should get a full heal for this. Although I'm now wondering if we do get a full heal. Okay, there it is. Alright. Observe how easy the video game becomes. Okay, well, apart from me just completely botching everything about my turn. Not being able to read. All good. Oh, what? Okay, I'm doing too much damage, so I need to adjust. Oh. Okay, interesting. Okay, I'm gonna have to count damage in the fight then. Because I cannot afford for him to transform into Cagnizo. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to count damage and work this fight out then. Ooh, it's very close. Okay, well the damage is close, but yeah, that's not good. But the thing is, the fights aren't designed to be messy and out of order. So I imagine people get the idea of the... Oh, yeah, of course, walls run out, so he just kills himself. I love that. I love that. I love that. I assume people get the idea of how the fight's meant to play out. So, yeah, you basically get... Rubicon down to a certain... HP range, so that when you reflect Ice 3 off, it takes him down to a low enough health to... well, I'll show you. Oh, flip off, you flippity flip. Here. What? Why is he not dying? This is really odd. I mean, I could just win the fight normally, but the idea is that you get Rubicon down to a low enough health where you kill him with the reflected... There you go. Okay, so it's something like that, but yeah. So you can skip the other two elements, but... because I'm too high a level, I think my Excalibur damage is off, so... the strat would need to be adjusted. That was my fault. Like, that's not what, you know. Not what should have happened. CPU. But yeah, but the thing is, like, your worst case scenario, doing the fight normally is honestly... but yeah, it's just another one of those, like, oh, well, if you did the fight, or if you did the grind the way you're supposed to, there wouldn't be a problem. Which is fine, but like I said, there are two fights that it just health-wise makes a bit iffy. So maybe, like, the alternative is just to go over the top in the searcher grind with the dragon and, like, do something crazy like 40 lives and then just steamroll everything. Or we just steamroll this fight normally. Like, that's also an option. Like, there isn't anything that says... you have to do the revenge tech or whatever it would be called to kill thingamajig, kill the elements. You can't just beat them. They're not... oh, wait, the other ones just do too much damage. Okay, I'm just going to count it. I'm just going to work out what the damage is and then figure it out. That's the correct answer. So that way, no matter what grinding I do, I'll be able to figure it out. All right, so we're on Final Descent, but it is now coming up to 10 p.m., so it is bedtime for me. So I'm going to make my saves. That is going to be it for tonight. So off tomorrow to get things sorted with the lifey life. Back on Saturday, so we'll finish this. We might do... I could do back-to-back 4s, but I'm not sure. Maybe we'll move on to 6. So we'll make sure the rest of 4 is working as intended, which it will, because it's awesome. And then I think we'll go on to 6. That seems to be the most sensible thing to do. So there we go. Happy days. I mean, this has basically all been 90%. The all bosses stuff is coming right now, where we go back into the underground and start taking names and such. So there we go. Okay, right. Sorted. Six will be rad, and there'll be a lot probably to sort out, because I'll be doing a lot of things I've never done before. So like with this, at least I'd done the any percent no 64 before. And I've played the game and all that kind of stuff, so yeah, there are things to work out. All right, where are we headed? So we raided Ishma yesterday. He was already on. Doesn't look like many people are on. So we'll do the crass bad business play. You're just gonna raid me because I can. All right. What am I running right now? Oh, dude, I'm doing VV only. I love the VV only run. And we're near the end. That's super cool. So we're on final 3. Lich, Death Guys, and Ekron. Pretty cool. But anyway. Yeah, I got a call for tonight. So I'll be back, like I said, Saturday. I'll get a nice long day, hopefully, of things. So we've got some Final Fantasy 4, get on the FF6, I think is what we'll do. Then we've got Star Trek in the evening. Sunday, we'll carry on with 6, and we'll get on to Dungeons & Dragons, and then it'll be 6. And after that, we're just going to crack on. So I think I'll come back to 5 at the end. I would like to do 5 all bosses, but again, if we're doing 4 Job Fiesta, you stick to what you're actually doing immediately, and then adjust later. Whew. So there you go. Well, everyone have a wonderful evening. Take care of yourselves. I will see you all very, very soon. Enjoy. See you later. Take it easy. Bye-bye.